Good afternoon, Shira Motherwell Farrell, Intuitive Soul Solutions, Sound Healer Channel. And I'm coming to you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I hope you are staying safe with what we're going through with the COVID-19 virus, and looking after yourselves and looking after each other, your families, that kind of thing here, because it has been something else here, and I'm fussing with my hair here. But today we've got April 28th of 2020, and a baby born today, they would be a 72-9 birth path. So they would be spiritual, often very fussy, or keeping things inside, very super sensitive, and I would say love nature, animals, super sensitive. It could be very restless energy, but they're a 72-9 birth path, which is humanitarian, service to mankind, emotional, creative, always dealing with an ending or completion, So anyway, I wanted to speak to you about, I've had, a couple of dreams. I've had dreams, we all dream, but I had a friend who, she was a beautiful lady. She was actually, she had she actually had 3 children, 2 daughters and a son. And I got to know her a little bit. And she, as back in 99, I would visit her, and she told me she shared. She was a very private person, and she shared with me that she had developed cancer, and that she would be going. And so I would go and visit her with my little dog, my little Kelsey, who was a little Cairn Terrier, and we'd visit her. And at that time, just before her death, she both her daughters were pregnant, and they were pregnant within. One might have been delivering in April, one was maybe delivering in May, very close. And she wanted to stay to live to see these babies born. This was, and I cannot remember, this is 20 years ago, whether she knew that they were going to be girls. So she passed about January, I would say January the 13th, something like that, of 2000. And I had a dream, and I dreamt about her, and I dreamt that I saw her in Florida. And now I've never been to Florida, but I saw her in Florida, and she was at the beach, and she was dressed in pink, and she was holding 2 bunwiches. And on trays, dressed in pink, and she looked very proud, and it's like, dressed in pink, representing females and whatnot. And it was so windy. It was, she appeared on a beach, and there's huge hotels along the beach and everything. Very windy, but her hair never moved. And but she was she appeared in front of me in this dream with these bun witches and dressed in pink. And and she did have two granddaughters that were born, I think one in April and one in May, but she passed before that happened. And recently, she has come back in a visitation. I guess you'd call it a visitation of a dream. She came back to connect with me a few days ago, and I started to wake up, and I remember a story that she shared with me, how she had met a woman who had a son about the same age as her daughter, and he had just graduated from school, university, and these two mothers got these two kids together, and they ended up marrying. And so I remember her sharing this story with me, and so it was. I remember. And so I'm waking up a few mornings ago. No, it was like 3:00 in the morning. I remember this story of, how these two mothers got these two kids together. They ended up getting married. And so I got on my computer. It was about 3:00 in the morning, and I got into my computer, and she's been gone 20 years, more than 20 years. And I guess it's called a visitation. I've read many people throughout my time that I've done this work. And, when our people die around us, there is almost an energy that stays with us of these people, because they stay in the aura, they stay in our aura. And I've often seen people that come to me for readings, and then I see their mother, their father, whoever, appearing beside them, or looking over their left shoulder, or whatever here, or different. Sometimes they are in different positions with their back slightly, that I only see one side of them, or it really gives more of a psychology of the way they're standing, their position, and that kind of thing here. And so it is just, they have messages. I do feel they stay with us. Or sometimes, they go and they come back again, and you will often see, because to my understanding, they can't seem to get over their death and what took them. Was it a heart attack? Was it cancer? Was it an accident? And they often have a hard time getting beyond that. What took them? That kind of thing here. And so that it is, it really is, it's very interesting how because they're with us. And I do feel they're around sometimes to give us messages. I really do feel that. And they pick up on our energy and that kind of thing. And I do feel spirit very much so is alive, and I wanted to share that because it after 20 years, it that's incredible, and she was so proud of those grand they were both granddaughters, and she wanted to stay so badly so long, and that kind of thing here. And so that uh, so anyway, that is what I wanted to share. I'm working on some writing about um, a person that passed away a long time ago, and they came back in uh, 3 or 4 dreams, and every time I dreamt about them, and it was like they were right standing in front of me. I mean, I could lean over and touch them. And I understood, somebody had said to me that if you did that, they would disappear or they would fade. And so I never did that, but I experienced several visitations from a person that had been in my life a long time ago, and coming back to communicate and uh, really, um, you know, um, I feel as though they had been looking at their life, basically, and also more aware of other people is what my sense is here, and and every time I had the dream, which was really clear, something would happen in real life that had been connected to this person, and it I would say that was over. This was in '92, and it was over a period of maybe 4 months, 4 months, whatever. It was really intense, that kind of thing here. So, but I do intuitive work. I use numerology. I find the birth path, the cycle of the year, and through numbers, numerology, there's so much that comes out of the person, and qualities and characteristics and the cycle and that kind of thing. Uh, Basically, the numerology can help you um, um, figure out what you need to do in your life path, basically, in a career uh, situation here. So that because it has a lot of information, and so the Hebrews, the Chinese studied numbers. Numbers are energy. That is your vibration, and so anyway, that is. I just wanted to come to you and share. I think there's somebody here is watching. That's wonderful. Thank you. And I'm open to doing intuitive readings somebody, if if somebody wants to share with me about writing, that's wonderful. And just yeah, so I mean, I'm certainly open to that. I'm getting a bit more familiar with YouTube and that kind of thing. So I just yeah, so I just I want to come and share, and I do take an object like a ring or watch or keys, because everything that we have, holds energy. And it just paper, that kind of thing, paper, objects that hold energy here. Here's a Eiffel Tower. Um, it all holds energy of our vibration, and watches, jewelry, stones, that kind of thing here. So anyway, look after yourselves, look after each other, and I will be back again. And thank you for watching, and many blessings. Thank you.